All right, guys, here we're going to talk about the trailer for the movie Arctic.
I was like, why are we even doing this? It's like based on a true story or some shit or survival.
It's a heartwarming story of survival, Lee.
Then I see Mads Mikkelsen, and I'm back on board. So I'm a huge fan of Mads.
It didn't appear you were ever on board, but you're back on board.
Well, no, like I wasn't on board. Now I'm on board.
That's accurate.
Back on board.
All right, guys, so we know little about this other than it's a man who crashes his helicopter in the Arctic, and he survives because it's a true story about him, or they find his body and it's a true story about his life.
Is it even a true story to make that
I don't know.
up?
You said true story somewhere.
Okay. Have you seen Alive or that thing where the guy cuts his arm off or any of those other movies? Do you like those sort of movies?
Not particularly.
I literally hate those types of movies.
Something like The Gray is a little more interesting twist on that kind of thing. But yeah, when it's based on a true story, it's usually not that good because either it gets me going, now how much of this is true?
Right.
Or it's boring because it's really true.
You really outran an avalanche? Really? Is that how that works?
Well, there are some ridiculous people that deserve movies. Like there's like that one guy who like alone fought off like 30 Japanese soldiers or something using like a tripod and like a hammer or something.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever. He was in a
fact check
he was in like a pillbox and he used all his ammo and sent his like people away.
Started using
and
other
used
things.
all the objects at his disposal to fend these
I know
men off.
amazing true things happen, but when I'm watching a movie, it either has to be awesome or I don't care. And if it's fake awesome, then it's not true. And if it's too true, it's not awesome.
But what I mean is, like, a good story doesn't mean he necessarily lived, because there are some fun stories about people that died too. Like there was one guy who got wounded and was slowing down his troop in Vietnam, and they left him with a pistol, and later they found his body with there wasn't a pistol to kill himself, and they found his body with 7 dead Vietnamese around him. He used every shot to kill the ones around him, and he eventually died from the injury he had gotten before they left him. So super cool stuff can happen.
Make a movie about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that would be that making a movie about someone who did die. So maybe he did die.
Maybe he did die.
Who's to say?
I like Mads Mikkelsen. There's a helicopter crash in the Arctic.
Do you think he's going to be the only character in the movie?
I hope so.
Do you think it picks up literally from him?
He could carry a movie. He's cool.
Let's check it out.
He's dark.
Get dark. Get darked on. So I'm super not into that kind of movie.
I was about to say, we were talking during watching it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of that footage is usable, but we were saying funny, excited stuff. But I was hoping that didn't mean you're like, I can't wait. This one's different. This is great.
I do think this one looks a lot better than your average one of these things.
It's a good one of these.
I would watch this. Yeah. I don't think I would necessarily go out of my way to check this one out. But if you were like, oh, we got to watch a movie about a guy who lost him, I got the perfect one.
Don't worry, man.
Like, yeah, this for this type of movie looks like an A version of that. Yeah. We were watching the trailer and we're like, I could have sworn it was a helicopter because you see him in a plane. You're like,
right? Why is the poster?
Could we both have thought that differently? And I love that he does finally get rescued, but the fucking helicopter crashes.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's so good. This dude's life does seem like it's utter shit. Like his luck is the absolute worst. Every bad thing that could happen does happen. But I imagine he gets out of it.
I don't know. Based on this, I don't know, and I can't assume because they didn't use like inspirational music. They didn't show him climbing and then like coming over the summit and like the sun and like hey or something. It ends on like a down note where it looks like she's dying or dead and he falls in the ice and stuff like that. That's probably not the end of the movie, but the tone of this is like meant to imply it's Mads Mikkelsen versus like unbeatable odds, and it's not gonna go. Things don't go well. It isn't like I need to get help. Oh, there's help. Okay.
When that polar bear comes to a little ice fort, I'm like, holy shit, this guy's life sucks.
This guy's life sucks.
Like, really, do not envy the situation this dude had to go into, and much respect for anyone who can endure and works their way at least as far as this guy did. But damn, bad luck. I wouldn't be surprised if this has like do you see Lawless?
What is Lawless?
Lawless is a movie with Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. No, but now I will. Oh, wait. Okay.
But I'm not going to blow the ending of that one, but I'm like, I feel like this could end like that one ends.
Uh-oh. All right, so if you've seen that other movie, now you know how this movie... Now you know what he thinks that other movie might end like.
Indeed.
I think... So what are we saying about the thumbs here, then? We don't want to see this necessarily.
I'm gonna throw a thumb up on this one because it is not the trailer that is ineffective. It is my general desire for this kind of movie. But I do think this trailer was really good. This might be a great trailer, actually.
I was just gonna say, like, as we talk more about it, I like it more and more. Like, I do not care about one man's story of triumph, but the tone of it was not even like overly sappily, down, but just like kind of like cold. If I use it, it's like cold and like brutal and like distant and like ambivalent about his situation.
They don't play up bullshit
really good.
scores during it. It's everything just feels like you're like, God damn it, this guy's life sucks.
Yeah, like when he's looking at the fish and he's like, okay, fish, like it's not like Chris Pine like wrestling and then getting it and like saving the thing and then the music goes like,
there's no Tom Hanks. I've made fire.
We did it. There's no happy. Everything's just like, all right, I bought myself a little more time, I guess.
And then he's I get to live in this hellish nightmare for another day.
This nightmare. And him talking to this like injured, I guess, or sick lady, and being like, it's fine. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, like it's fine. And like it's not played for comedy, but there's no like dun dun. There's no. It's like neither. It's just sitting there like, and she looks at him kind of like, really, and he looks at her like, yeah, I mean, we're dead, I guess. But like, come on, let's just. Yeah.
I've painted a backstory for this female character in the movie.
Good.
So they were flying her to get an operation.
Yeah.
And that's when they crashed.
Exactly.
She had to get out of this small town because there's no hospitals in Alaska. And he had to go to the big city.
And he has to remove her appendix with an ice skate.
You know it.
That's perfect. No, I think this is a thumbs up for a movie I intend to never see, which is awesome.
All right, guys, that's 2 thumbs up. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Bazinga.
Arctic.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.